Alright, this is going to be a video of this 54-inch Hampton Bay brand Sidewinder ceiling fan that came from my local Habitat Restore. And I actually got it there because I volunteer at the Restore, and pretty much what I do for them is refurbish ceiling fans that they receive via donation and make them more sellable than how they previously came in. And for those who are wondering, Hampton Bay is actually a Home Depot brand that makes various furnishings for around the house. However, they mainly focus on ceiling fans and lighting. To actually make the ceiling fans for them, they chose a variety of manufacturers over different periods of time. This one, just like a lot of their newer and higher end models, is made by Aircool. And without any further ado, I'm going to be demonstrating the fan for all you guys, beginning with the light kit. As you can see, this is functioning, and I'm using a single 100 watt mini candelabra style halogen bulb in there. And it is dimmable, which I'll show you guys. I'll turn that off. Now for the fan itself, and I'll be starting out with the high speed. Looking at the white piece of tape that I put on one of the blade brackets for RPM indication, I'd say that high is probably going to spin close to 175, maybe 180. Surprisingly, it's actually a lot slower than it looks, as the blades, with the metal brackets reflecting the light, give the illusion that the fan spins much faster, at least on camera. Next, for medium speed, medium is going to spin down to roughly 120, possibly 125 RPM. And unlike high speed, which was quite loud due to the large amount of air noise, medium is virtually silent. And last, however certainly not least, the low speed, which I'll be showing with the fan and light on running simultaneously. Low is actually quite graceful and will probably spin at around 65 to 70 RPM. Like I said, very nice low speed, and definitely looks great with the light on. I'm now going to turn the fan off. And I'm going to be talking about some general information on it. Interestingly enough, the fan has a rather unusual airflow pattern, as standing right under the fan actually gives a very different effect if you're standing to the side of it. Because ceiling fans are typically measured directly under the fan in terms of CFM ratings, online this is only listed at 5600 CFMs, However, standing to the side, it feels more like 6400, just due to the blades and the aerodynamics. I find this quite unusual, as a lot of ceiling fans typically perform best when you're standing directly under them, however, usually fall short when you stand to the sides. Therefore, a fan like this would be great for a large open space. Also, the fan has a rather unusual story to it, as it's dated 2013, and it was missing the original globe when I got it at the restore. So I'm guessing that it was probably a return from Home Depot. Maybe the globe came broken from the factory, or someone broke the globe and just got fed up, returned it, and that's how it ended up at the restore. Also, the original halogen bulb it came with was damaged. Surprisingly, it was not burnt out. It just looks like it was banged up, and therefore the filament had broken inside. To finish off the video here, I'm going to be discussing some pros and cons of the fan, and what I would rank it out of 5 stars. Beginning with the pros. Overall, it is a pretty unique looking fan, due to the combination of blades, light kit, and motor housing. And as you might notice, the motor housing has pretty unusual vents to it, which I'll show a close-up of here. As you can see, the motor housing is actually 2 pieces and can come apart for easy servicing. I'll move the camera back in position here to give a full view of the fan. Also, the build quality is fairly impressive for a modern Hampton Bay, and just a modern fan in general, as it uses a powerful 188 by 25 motor, and off to the side, it does actually push a fairly impressive amount of air. As for the cons, finding a replacement globe was a little bit tedious, as it was an uncommon size. However, I did happen to have one in my collection, which fits pretty well. Also, the name Sidewinder is really not the most original Hampton Bay, as Westinghouse came up with it long before Home Depot decided to use it. Not to mention, it uses a flimsy remote control. However, other than those small little inconveniences, I guess, the fan is quite impressive. I really do like it a lot, more than I expected it would. So I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and there's lots more to come.